Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Path of Exile 2 as we play through as a hardcore solo southbound, but with a twist. Could only use the Gamble Merchant for gear. In this episode we continue through Act 2 as we go through Dashar, hopefully hunting down the beast. As we make our way through the act, we finally decide to spec into using Life Leech as our only form of health regeneration. It works really well, and we make our way to the Act 2 end boss, which is quite a cool fight. So without any spoilers, we're going to jump straight on in. Ahoy gamers, and we are finally back on our gamble only mercenary. We're Gemlin Legionnaire as we are 10. Ooh, you reset my passives, have you? Okay. As we're attempting to. Where was I going to? I can't remember where I was going. Was I going for that? No, that was melee. Anyway, so welcome back, and I can't remember where I was going to. So I wasn't going for bleed. It wasn't life flasks. I can't remember where I was heading to on the tree. I'm going to be honest. Metabolism? No. We're heading somewhere. Movement speed, if you recently killed. Okay, we'll go for this one here, at least, for now. I can't remember why I put the points over here. But anyway, that's besides the point. Hang on a second. I want to put a point here. Apply. Yes. Done. Okay, so we're back. What's so special about this character? Well, I can only use the Gamble Merchant. We're still in the previous league, so it's the first league that came up, and we can only use the Gamble Merchant to get gear. At the moment, we've got armor and evasion gear, as you can see here. It's okay. Our resistances are absolutely pants, though. They're terrible. Got okay armor, got okay evasion, and as you can see here, we can't get any charms, and we can't. That's where I was going. I wasted my points on that. We're making our way to here. Life Leech. So we want Life Leech so we can survive. Because at the moment we have no potions. That's why. So what's so special about Gamble only? Well, one, we need to grind a lot to get a load of money. Which is fine. But two, the big issue with it is that we can't get ourselves any charms or any flasks. Because they don't drop. Well, they do drop. But we can't use them because we can't buy them from the Gamble Merchant. So today we want to. I'm going to have to respec that point there. And we're going to have to try and get the Vol packed. And try and get this one here as well. Just so we can try and get as much Life Leech as possible when we're killing mobs. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to survive. That's the intent. So we're going to, hopefully today, we're just going to keep playing. And we're going to get through Act 2 today. We're going to at least get to the final boss. Get there or die. That's how we're going to play this. Drop a few grenades down. That's the only intent for today's video, is just to get through Act 2. I have been doing a lot of streams on this game, and I've been playing the Huntress and the Ranger and a new Warrior, doing the Warrior off of the streams in my own personal time, and the Warrior is amazing. A Rate Bleed Warrior is so strong. So definitely check out my streams. I should be streaming live, or I should be streaming right now when this video goes live, hopefully, as long as I haven't died on my remake, my Ranger. So the furthest I've ever gotten in the game, so the previous videos of this are now no longer obstant. So I have got quite far in this game now, and I have finished Act 2, and I have got halfway through Act 3. I got to the Ascendancy Trial with the Temple of Chaos, and that's the furthest I've gotten to on the game, because I did die on my Hunter when I got there. We're going to blast our way through all these mobs. And there are a couple bosses in this area, if I remember correctly. So we are up here. So we've got the Watchful Twins in Dashar. We've got the Final Letter. We've also got the Forgotten Hollow. So we've got 3 things in this region. The twins are going to be a bit of a pain, because that is a double boss. We can fight 2 of them at once. But we are going to want to try and do that before. We are going to want to do all of these side quests. Because we don't want to take any risks. Yeah, we'll jump back in probably when we get to the Watchful Twins. Or any of the other side quests. Okay, so here's the first quest here. We've got ourselves an Artificer's Orb, which is really useful. We can put on our helmet, I guess, but I think we wanted a better helmet, so we're not going to use this Artificer's Orb. We could also put on our boots, I guess, but once again, we're not going to. And we didn't get very far. We essentially just moved. I stopped recording when we got to about here, so we didn't get far at all. And now I want to use the other round, because although freezing them is useful, and it does do a little bit of explosions, boom, I just want to hold down fragmentation rounds and just wait for everything to die. Hopefully we can get to, when we get to Act 3, we should get ourselves the new crossbow, because the Gamble Merchant will only sell the highest variety for that act, highest variant of a weapon, not a variety. So there's a set variety of weapons that you can drop in each act. It will only drop the highest of that crossbow. So although the item level will go up, I can't get any better crossbows, so I have to wait to the next act, which is a bit of a shame. And here we go. Here is the first. I think this is the sisters. So we come in here, load of sludge, click on these, and here they are. Which we just now need to be really careful and not to die. It's easy said and done. There, one's frozen. They're both frozen. Perfect. Just gonna have to keep rolling around. I don't have any form of. Well, my heals are pretty rubbish, so just gotta keep running. When their stagger bars back up, we will be able to freeze them again. Okay, that one's down. So that's fine. And then let's freeze this one. Okay, it's frozen in midair. Perfect location. And it's down. Amazing. So this should. That's given us the ability to do the ascendancy trial again. It doesn't give us any points, but it gives us this, which we can use on our ascendancy trial, which is pretty cool. See, I am allowing myself to use any currencies I find. But hey, I didn't really get anything of use there. So the next one should just be, I think we're only waiting for one more quest in this area, and that is the final letter, which I think that gives us some skill points, which will be really good, because then we can make our way to, where are we? We can then make our way to here. We should be, if it should be 2 skill points, so 1, 2, give us some Vol Pact, which is really good. And literally as soon as I pressed pause on my recording, there it is, the Fallen Dakara. I believe that is the item we're looking for. Click this, final letter, yeah, that should be it. Let's clear all these mobs away. And once they're all down, there we go, perfect. Head back to town. Just want to double check. This is movement speed. Okay, 3% movement speed if you just killed someone. I think that's useful. We're going to refund that. I think it's probably more useful us getting the life leech as soon as possible. And so where are you? Thank you very much. Take you. So I need a weapon that has life leech. I need something that has life leech. So you can put, where are you? Let's refund 1 point. Refund 1 point. I want to refund this one. And then we've got 3 skill points now. So 1, put that into strength. 2, 3. There we go. Increase the amount we can life leech. Life leech. So we do essentially want a weapon that can now life leech, because I don't think at the moment we've got any life leech. Regeneration. No, I don't think we have any life leech whatsoever. So we've gone for that with 0 life leech. I know that now there's some runes that can drop with life leech. So that is going to be our main way of gaining life back. So we just need a better weapon with life leech. So we've committed to doing something and we can't even do it. But hey, that's Futuros problem. And here we are. So we've actually found Delwyn, which is the new hunt mechanic, which came in with this league. It's nice that we can do it with a previous league. So essentially what happens is you found Delwyn. You don't always have to find him. There'll be a wisp somewhere on the map sometimes. And if you follow the wisp, you can see here, it's a gold wisp. It touches all of the enemies nearby, so they're all now being wolf touched. If you follow the wisp, it will take you to a rare mob. And then you kill the mob. I don't know what it gives you, but if you kill the mob, I guess it just gives you more stuff. So we're definitely going to follow these wisps. So it takes us straight to a rare mob, and rare mobs are always useful. Try and avoid all these ads. There we go. So it's pointing towards this. So it's been hunted by the noble wolf. So that is what we need to kill. And we will do in a second once you clear all these mobs out. And I'm not sure whether I've got life leech automatically, but I seem to be gaining a lot of HP now, so it's quite nice. Freeze this spider, never mind, and he's down. Awesome. Let's activate this. Run away. Oh, we took a lot of damage there. We've taken a lot of damage there. Okay, we need to definitely be careful here. Just keep rolling away. And... Okay, we leveled up. That is a perfect time to level up, to be honest. Because we were about to die. And there we go. And I think it gives you extra experience and extra items. So we got this. Okay, fine. We've got this as well. Fine. The new weapon, obviously, if you haven't seen the new league, the new weapons are the spears, which are quite cool weapons. They have a really good set of skills. I'm really loving one of the skills in it called Rake. Really good skill. So we're gonna get all of these nodes because we want to get as much life leech as possible. I don't think we've got a weapon that has life leech on it. So we go to fragmentation rounds. I don't think it mentions anything to do with life leech. I don't think it does. But that's fine. We'll just make do. This map is now complete. We're going to make our way to the next map. I can't believe how little health we had. And it doesn't say anywhere in our skills here about anything about life leech. So I'm guessing we don't have any. But I know we get it from our weapons. So we're going to have to just find a weapon or a relic which gives us life leech, which may require us to do a bit of farming. So we may go back to one of the previous maps. So we'll hopefully finish the next area. And we'll just go and farm a couple relics in one of the previous maps. Maybe hopefully farm some gold. Because there is a really good map to farm in, which is the Lost City and the Buried Shrines. The Lost City is slightly better. There's a high mob density. We can just run around, kill a load of mobs. We may do it there, or we may do it somewhere else. One, we need a load of gold. And we're just going to buy a load of crossbows. And hopefully we can find a crossbow with life leech. Or we can find the rune which gives us life leech. Either or. I'll take either. We're in the next map. And here we are. We've got the Path of Mourning. If you grab this urn, the urns all get angry. You get support gem, yes. But all the urns become hostile. And just take them out. Not too difficult. And once they're dealt with. Boom. And one more. Pop. It's quite an easy map, this one, to be honest. It's a little bit boring, so that's why I've not really shown. It's one of the worst maps of Act 2, to be honest. Not much happens. You just run around. It's a lot like the map with the Goliath, the Colossus. Just nothing really happens. It's just a bit boring. We'll jump back in when we get to the next map. And there's only ever one thing to do in this map, which is to shift in phases. So we're going to go to the Spires of Dashar. So, leveled up again. Just want to level up at least one more time before we get to the final boss. We're getting quite close to the final boss. This map's been a bit painful so far. We got really lucky with the amount of rares we found. However, I just got really unlucky because this map is actually quite painful. And I think I must have something with some form of leech, because every time I fire and hit an enemy, I am getting life back. It's not just my normal regen. You can see that just then in that one shot I got 30 HP back. So I must have something with some form of life leech. But I don't think I do. No, but I must have something somewhere. Yeah, there you go. 2.5. So I have got a rune in here which gives me life leech. 2.5 physical damage is life. So that's good. We will probably be... I think just there on the right hand side is a... Obviously there's loads of enemies there. But I think that's the... one of the secondary quests in this area. If I can get my words out, it would be perfect. So the secondary quest in this area is this one here. Sisters of Garuka. So we're just going to make our way through this map, and then we're going to go to the sisters. Because it's like a little event, loads of mobs spawn. So we want to do that last if we can help it. But as we make our way through, and yeah, this is fine. I should show you more, because there's a lot of times we've almost died. Always a bit emotional, but sometimes like this, it's just a bit easy. We are trying to save up to have about 10,000 gold, so we are most of the way there. When you get to 10,000 gold, we do a bit of a shopping spree. Yeah, that's the intention, so we can hopefully get another crossbow with some more life leech. We might be okay with just 2.5 life leech, to be honest, but we will see. The more damage we do, that will automatically give us life leech, because it does takes off a percentage of our damage. Unless it just counts the percentage of the damage off the crossbow, which that could also be a thing. Ah, I messed up. Just checked. I have automatic equipping on, so I'm going to have to turn that off because it hasn't affected my potions, but it's affected this here. So I've automatically equipped this charm by accident. Oops, I did notice it. I'd noticed it before, obviously, it became a big issue. I don't think it would have saved me from dying, so we should be okay to carry on. But It's a bit sad. I didn't notice it until just then. We found the boss map. It's way up the top there. This map has got a boss before you go on to the final maps, final region to fight the final act boss. So we're not going to fight the final boss just yet because he's quite strong. But we want to get ourselves a little bit more money. Hopefully we can get ourselves a better crossbow. But first, this is the sisters. So all these statues will come alive. You just need to keep moving, keep running around in circles, and hope we don't die, and two, we just don't want to die. This will give us a relatively good upgrade. You'll see it in a second. And 2 more to go. 1 more to go. Bonk. There we go. And I think that's it. So if we go to the map now, hover over it, it gives us 10% lightning resistance, which is huge. So now our resistances aren't the best at all, but they're better. We're going to farm this map. One, to get the 10,000 gold to be able to farm for some more crossbows. And 2, well, because it's an okay map to farm, I guess. So, we're back. We're going to do a bit of a shopping spree. You did get one of these runes, which gives us a little bit more physical kind of life leech. So we're going to keep this separate to the rest of them because we want as many of these as possible. So let's go do some shopping. Let's take so we want a new crossbow. So we're going to talk to Risu. Yeah, Risu. Yeah, sure, why not? So this type's the best one we can get for the time being. Let's buy. There we go. So we bought 3 of them. Mana per kill, no. Attributes, no. Physical damage, bolt speed, no. Additional boat attack speed. So attack speed's useful. So we can add additional slot onto this one. Ooh. So I don't think. Okay, this is apparently the next best one. So let's try and add another one to there. Accuracy, reduction, physical damage. Okay, that's good. We can make this one work. So we're going to use this one. We're going to put 2 sockets onto this one. We're obviously going to make it into a rare, and we're going to put loads of stuff on it. I do lose the extra bolt, but that's okay. We can live without that. So we want to upgrade this all the way. You can see there, it's near enough a little bit of a downgrade. That's fine. And then all we want to do now is make it into a rare. So this one here, boom. So we've got a little bit of extra physical damage, accuracy, which is useful. 2 rare items here, a little bit of fire damage, another rare. And that is more physical damage. That's now a huge damage increase. A shame I don't have any other of those orbs, but that's fine. Now we can put in here 1 life leech. And then we can put in here 1 extra. Where are you? Physical damage. There you go. 20% extra physical damage. Iron rune, rather than this one here is the lesser one. No, it's normal iron rune. Never mind. Ignore me. There we go. So we look at this. Huge damage increase. Obviously, 2% of the physical damage is going to be coming back to me as life. So 2% of 100, so that's going to be 2 HP per hit. We've got 770 HP. It doesn't sound great, but we will see how this goes. Then we can just salvage the old one. The only problem now is we only have 1 shot. There we go. So we've got those back. Awesome. So let's go. And so the reason why I stopped here. Yes, we've got a new bow. Can we upgrade? Okay, I don't think we can upgrade anything else. So we are now stuck with what we've got. We're going to head on. We can obviously do some farming, but I don't really want to farm because I'm going to be streaming in an hour's time. So I kind of want to get this done. I don't need to get this done, but I'd like to get this video ready for this evening before I start streaming. So we've got this boss here. Once we've done this boss here, we will then move over to the Dreadnought. We'll fight our way through the Dreadnought. That should get us to probably level 34. And then we'll go fight the final boss. The final boss will be tough. Will be very tough. We want as many resistances as possible, but obviously that's easier said than done. Alright, got a big bony boy here. So the first thing we want to do is freeze him. You can keep running around in circles. Once he's frozen, we'll do as we were doing originally. Switch to fragmentation rounds, and boom, big damage. Okay, it wasn't as big as I wanted it to be, but that's fine. You can keep running around in circles. Okay, he hasn't hit us yet, that's fine. Just kind of just keep behind him. Okay, I can freeze him again. So if you didn't know, once the stagger bar is this colour, they can be staggered and frozen. Once it's not this colour, you can't freeze them. Well, you can freeze them, but it doesn't the amount it goes up by is very minuscule, so it's pretty pointless. Okay, got to be careful of all the fire here. Okay, we're getting a lot of HP back, so that's really good. There we go. Exalted Orb. We would like another Exalted Orb. Thank you very much. Once again, I'm allowing myself to use currencies. Exalted Orb into this. That's giving it a little bit more crit chance. And +2 to all projectile skills. That's even more damage. Amazing. We're actually in a really good place. And yeah, I think we should be okay. And there we go. Happy. Let's make our way to the Dreadnought. Dreadnought's quite a dangerous place, to be honest. There's a lot of mobs. And take a sip of coffee. Alright, as identify my stuff, we're ready to go straight to the next map. We should be okay to just go straight on in. We'll just see how the next map goes before we fight the boss. Once again, we can't really do any upgrades. We're going to have to make do with these resistances. Would like slightly more lightning resistance, but hey, never mind. There we go, desert map, straight to the Dreadnought. If you haven't seen this map before, it's really interesting, really cool. We're chasing essentially a caravan like this, and we're just chasing it, and we're trying to find the creature. It's at the very end. So into the Dreadnought. As a life leech is our primary way of staying alive, we just need to keep hitting. There you go, this is a really cool part. Yeah, he gets shot by his ballista. I don't know why he's not shooting his ballista. It'd be funny if I just fell off the cart and died. The end of my journey because I fell off a cart. So I need to be careful here. Let's slowly make our way through because they will swarm me. This is a really good place to farm if you've got something like Rake, which is a new skill with a spear. So you just jump in because of these narrow corridors. You can just do loads of damage. Really useful. But this also works. When in doubt, shoot with a shotgun. And we should have a load of health regen, like you can see there. Every time we fire, we gain most of our health back. We just need a bigger health pool and more armor. But obviously, we need money to be able to buy those. Ah, so my mana potion still works, just not my life potion. It's good to know. I did press my mana potion by accident, but it's good to see my mana going back up. Obviously, it's not much of a mana regen, but it's better than nothing. Now just keep walking back and forth. Let the AI take as much damage as possible. And on these maps, there's no additional side quests. You just have to make your way through. See if I've got any crossbow shot. Okay, I don't actually use crossbow. Fragmentation, fine. Okay, yeah, fine. That's all fine. And we'll just probably jump back in when we actually get to the final boss. I don't know whether we're going to do in farm. I think we're strong enough. Scale resistances are a bit low. Without us doing loads of farming to get any better gear, we're just going to have to make do. Obviously, we have got 2 items in inventory, which we could socket. Got helmet and boots. And we could put a lightning resistance in there. We might. I think it's actually a good idea to do that, to be honest. If we can get enough sockets, socket currency, we'll give that a go. So we're coming to the end of the act. So we've got this last artificer's orb. So we're going to put this into the boots here. And we're going to put this lightning resistance in there as well. So we're coming to the end of this act with 44 fire, 12 cold, 24 lightning. Not the best, but it'll do. And we're starting to make our way down. We've got this area damage node here. We're going to make our way down to here. So the evasion is really useful. And armor is really useful as well. So we kind of want this node here. And then we're going to make our way down to here. And 2% increased damage per 5% of your life. Probably not that one, but these to all attributes are really good. 7 to all attributes. These are really useful. But then we also then want to grab this one here. So 15% chance for your bolts not to consume the bolt, which is really good. 25% increased damage with crossbows when fired, a different type of, for each ammunition type fired. So I can go from cold to fire, cold to fire, cold to fire. This isn't very good. It slows my fire speed or attack speed. I want to make my attack speed as quick as possible. So we're probably going to grab this one here. So grab some more attack speed. So 10% attack speed is quite useful. But that's a future us problem. We now need to beat the boss. The end boss of Act 2. So click on the Dreadnought. And here we are. Let's give this a go. We've got a new skill here as well. Oil grenade. So we can fire an oil grenade. And then an explosive grenade on top. So oil grenade like that. Drops a load of oil. We can drop a couple of these down. There, he's dropped 3 of them down. And I actually don't know how long this sticks on the floor for. Okay, it doesn't stay on the floor forever. That's good to know. But we can... So I should probably show you what's going on. So there's the beast. It's quite beasty. So here we are. A couple oil on the floor. Then we can drop some fire. One's on the floor as well. Try and freeze him. And let's try and keep moving here. We do want to try and freeze him. And he's almost frozen. Just keep rolling every time he does an attack. We almost gained our health back. And he's frozen good. To the explosive round. Or fragmentation round, I should say. We do gain most of our health back per shot. Which is really good. And we can't stun him yet. Just going to keep running around him until we can stun. Okay, we can stun him now. Just going to keep running around once again until he's stunned. Ouch, that did a lot of damage. Okay, I do kind of want to switch to my fragmentation rounds. There we go. Gain most of our health back in one hit. And we can freeze him again. 59%. Okay, we want to stand near the woman. And we can keep holding down this. So we can freeze him from afar. Okay, let's take on some of these. Give ourselves a bit more breathing room. Okay, there we go. Let's now freeze him. 70%, 87, 95. Boom, he's frozen. Big hits now. Okay, he's now running away. And there we go. Phase 2. The harder phase. Straight to cold. Or permafrost rounds. So we want to freeze him as soon as possible so we can do big damage. And as long as we dodge most of his attacks, as we're ranged, this is fine. And he's frozen, boom, big hit. If we increase our attack speed, this would be a really, really good build, or be a really good character. So we can fire more. Us only having one bolt at a time does make us really weak. Okay, let's get our health back. Yeah, get health back. Let's try and freeze him again. And mana is now the issue, so we do want to see if we can get ourselves like a mana regen at all. Okay, we managed to dodge that, don't know how. And he's frozen, perfect. Okay, let's try and stay behind him. Dodge that one. This is going really well. Okay, we can now freeze him again. Ouch. Alright, switch to fragmentation rounds, get my health back. Okay, we should be able to freeze him here. We're kind of stuck in this corner. And he's frozen, perfect. Right, let's finish him off with fragmentation rounds. And one more shot. Okay, he's down. Perfect. Managed to do this with the... Well, you've seen me buy all the gear we've got so far. So we're doing really well. And then pick up Chicken Tikka Masala. Once she's up, we will be in a good place. Obviously, our gold's a bit low. So we're going to struggle with new gear in Act 3. That's now Act 3 done. Act 2 done, I should say. We've got some items here we can now sell. We've got a ruby, which once again we can't use because we can't gamble for them. Now we can head back to the caravan. Make our way to Act 3. Where are we? So the hooded man disappears, so we can now make our way back up here. The caravan's now stopped. Quite nice it stopped for us. Talk to the hooded one, wherever he is. Okay, he's miles away. We're going to show this until we get into Act 3. But as we are running around, making our way to Act 3, doing my outro. So thank you guys for sticking around. If you made it this far, we're doing really well with this character. I will be streaming a lot of Path of Exile 2 over the next couple of days. And hopefully over the weekend, hopefully we can actually finish the game and get onto mapping on a hardcore. Hardcore solo surf fun, that is. As per usual, we've got a few links in the description down below.
What is it?
Use the ramp to the northwest. I have found that... Okay, I need to talk to him again. A few links down in the description below. One is to Mrs Rothmers Channel, if you want to have a look at fantasy lore, stuff like Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, with The Witcher, that type of stuff. If you like lore or fantasy videos, have a look over there. We've also got a joint YouTube channel where we're collecting the Warhammer tabletop figurines. We've got a Lord of the Rings army, we've got a couple Age of Sigmar armies where we're currently building, painting, soon to be battling. And finally, I've got a Discord down below if you want to join the community. It's a small community, we are slowly growing. You're more than welcome to join us. We're trying to grow the Path of Exile 2 community we got on there because I'm absolutely loving Path of Exile 2. It's such a good game. And it's mean that Diablo 2 takes a bit of a back step, but it's fine. Path of Exile 2 is amazing. It's really fun, it's enjoyable. And I'm not against playing more of this. So here we go. Sandswept Marshes. We're going to ignore that cutscene. We have seen the cutscene before on our series, one of our normal series, so I know what happens in the story. And here we are. Act 3. The first place we need to go to is clear out this Sandswept Marsh, which is where we started. Then we can head over to the Ziggurat. So this is we've got two characters. This is the third character we've ever got to Act 3. Our first one died against Rotdredge. Our second character died in the Temple of Chaos, which is up here. This is the third character we've got this far. So hopefully we can survive. Obviously our resistances have taken a bit of a beating. So we'll see you again next week as we continue on the Gamble Merchant only run. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and peace out.